they are like, if they are not like 1.4, almost 1.5 billion, they would have been better off. You get now? India would have been like, let's say if India was like a population of 400 million, there's possibility that the poor people in India may be less than 50 million. But because the population of India is so massive, about nearly 1.5 billion people, the poor people in India, they double the population of Nigeria. There are more than 500 million poor people in India. Now, even though the last decade, they've pulled out more than 300 million people out of poverty in India in the last 10 years. In Nigeria, the population of Nigeria, is adjudged. Nobody get fact to, because all na make up to. There's no empirical facts. There's no evidence, okay, that the population of Nigeria is 200 million. Some says that the population of Nigeria is probably more than 200 million. Some said like it's far less than that. Yeah? But the number of poor people in Nigeria, you see, let's say you have a population of 200 million, and 145 million are living in multi-dimensional poverty. That is why Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. It is like saying India population of 1.5 billion, 1.2 billion, they are poor. That would be like Omorek in here now. So that is why when you compare the number of poor people to the population, that's what makes Nigeria the poverty capital of the world, where more than 70% of the population are living in abject poverty. In the last 10 years, especially the last 9 years, more people have been deep in poverty in Nigeria. Evidently, at least you can see it. More number of out of school children, where more than 10% of the population of Nigeria are the out of school children alone. Out of school children, over 20 million. So imagine India having population of 1.5 billion, for example, right? And they say 150 million of them are out of school. So children are still in school in India, even despite this poverty disorder. Sure, you get. So that is why. So Nigeria and India, they share this tally, so to say. Okay. So it didn't bring anything. All right. Modi did not come to Nigeria with investors. So Tifnumbu and his gang, they are now kind of like making up all this display to make it look like, oh, Modi Nko, he came to Nigeria, he brought investors. So I'm glad that they didn't mention figure this time around. Last year, they said they signed $14 billion investments from India. Shengbako, no sign. Here you get. So this time around, they are not giving you figure, which is fair, at least. Let's say they don't adjust the whole lies. But it is all inferiority complex. To make it look like, oh my God, Indian Prime Minister is in Nigeria. Ah, man, what is the benefit? Zero benefits. Zero. If there is any, maybe there are some, there are some Indians in Nigeria who have tried to get the attention of Tifnumbu on some deals. And Tifnumbu's guys, they are not making it happen. They decided to go and tell their Prime Minister, Modi, come to Nigeria, talk to Koolu for us. And Modi decided to come. They said, my friend, Oremi.
My friend, Oremi.
One of the most largest democracy in the world. Like how you Thank you very much. Thank you.
You've told him, Prime Minister, when you get to Nigeria, you will tell him and say, you call him my friend, okay? Call him my friend, Oremi. Everybody will clap for you, they will laugh. And then please just tell him to please give us a chance. We want to we want to extract this so and so from here and there, and they're asking us for bribe, and we don't want to give them bribe that much. Can you come to Nigeria on your way to Brazil? Say, oh yeah, I can. I'll come to Nigeria on my way to Brazil. Can they do this Dramenda greeting and Tabasha greeting and all of this kind of, all of that to Tifnumbu. Oh yeah, Funitai too. GCON. So that's what happened. And immediately after that, Narendra Modi jumped in the plane off to Brazil. Few minutes after that, Koolu also jumped on plane off to Brazil. So make everybody just go back to bed, Jare. We hope that propaganda work on them, okay? So, and then let's go to Brazil. The same people that greeted him on his way to Brazil, by the time he land in Sao Paulo tomorrow, they will be the ones on the tarmac, airport tarmac, to welcome him to Brazil. Welcome, Mr. President, to Brazil. Ilushi, APC, Egbekegbe. So yesterday, I showed you I cannot show you the drama in Ondo State, Abi. I told you that they were going to announce APC, Egbekegbe winner of all the local government areas. That's exactly what happened. Similarly, in Ogun State, where there was no election per se, Baba, yesterday night, they announced APC to have won all of the local government areas in Ogun State, 20 local governments, 227 or so wards. Yeah, APC won everything. So in Ondo State yesterday, despite all that vote buying, violence, the shootings, the snatching of ballot boxes and all of that stuff, they still declared APC winner. And to those of you who probably didn't see that broadcast, go and watch it. Go and see the war they called elections. And if you are one of those still hoping that 2027, all opposition must come together. We must come together to make sure that we kick out this APC. You can dream or no. Dreaming is allowed. You're allowed to dream. I can't take your dream away from you. But sometimes we can tell you to wake up from that your delulu. Because, dream is different from reality. You get me now? Even though people were selling their votes, people were willing to sell their vote. 10,000 naira. In some places, 5,000 naira. That's how much they are willing. I said that yesterday, that the people themselves are not innocent. Yes, they are not. A lot of them are willing. They will tell you that I don't want to waste my vote. Okay? If you don't get money to pay me, please, let me just go and collect money from the people who have the money. So the APC, the PDP, depends on which of them is running the state in question, right? They have the state's money. They have the public money. that they can use in buying votes. That is the trend. That is the norm. And there's nothing, and then INEC or any of them can do. The police, the DSS, and the rest, okay, they are all in on it. It is that rotten that when I see them celebrating what they call win, I'm like, man, black people that cannot elect their own representatives, their own leaders, free and fair, that's unbelievable. Here is how they announced the APC, Egbekegbe, as the winner of Ondo elections, 18-0.
Election held on the 16th day of November 2024. The election was contested. The candidates received the following votes: Falaye Abraham Ajibola, PC 366781. APGA 623 of PDP 117845.
Let me be honest with you, right? The only elections or charade that any opposition will win in that contraption will be the ones that APC just intentionally just want to let go. Yeah. No matter how horrible APC, Egbekegbe is, they will never lose any election. I know that there are people willing to, collect money, and I get that. But the way Nigeria is right now, if APC lose any election anywhere, it is because they are like, you know what, we'll give them that one. It is not because people's will or any it's the people democracy. If you believe that, or the if you believe that you have anything called democracy election in that contraption about Denier. No. This is how much they have captured that contraption. They will never lose any election. Never. It's impossible. How is that going to happen? Who is going to announce it? Who? I mean, gone are the days of inconclusive election, like somebody pointed out on this platform a while back. If they fight in any unit or any ward or any local government, they will cancel the election. They will redo it. They will cancel it here. They will redo that. They will, you know what I mean? Gone are those days. It's never going to come back, ever. What you have right now is go to court. If you don't agree with the results, go to court. And when you get to court, you go meet them there. So when they now rig you out of court as well, maybe you should go and report it to God. Go to God. Go and report it to God. Or wait for another time. So every time you participate in their charade, you have lost your rights, okay, to actually challenge them. And that is why people like us will never participate in their election, and I will never encourage anybody to, even though I don't have much influence. Imagine if I have that kind of influence. Like as we are here now, let's say we have like 50,000 people watching Mayegun live, or 200,000 people. That's some influence. I was watching the what do you call it, the kickboxing game or fights on YouTube yesterday. I think it was after that of no, sorry, it was 2 days ago. So it was after the or during the fight between Mike Tyson and that other guy. So I was looking for that on YouTube, and I just bumped into one kickboxing game. I was like, oh my God. What? 500,000 people watching live. That is some influence. I don't know, maybe from all over the world. I don't know. How could 500,000 people be? This is not like 500,000 views. 500, as you are now on Mayegun. See, we currently have 1,300 on Mayegun's Diary Political on YouTube now, right? 1,300. Imagine if you have 130,000 live. That's some influence. I could probably maybe make some projections and say, hey, and then people will do it. But I do not really have such. Okay. So I am just going to be very straight with you. Go to court is what they will tell you. Go to court if you don't agree. Or you wait for the next 4 years. But people like us will keep telling you, once you participate in their charade, you have lost your right to question it, because if you go ahead and say they rigged you, they will say that because say you lose. How come you self no fee pay money? You self pay money. If APC they buy votes, you self go buy votes. And if they burn you well, go and collect Wala Jesheku. Go and collect Lapo, Bomule Lantan, or Komule Lantan. Say you want to do election with APC, Baba, na double jeopardy. High blood pressure, plus stroke, plus all these things that will kind of affect you, Baba. You go fear. You know, peace survivor. Because they are using stolen money, public funds. The money meant for good schools, good hospitals, infrastructures here and there, roads, security, money meant for all of these things. They stole the money, impoverished the people, and then they will come back to come and share peanuts to them. 10,000, 2,000, 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira. Where are you going to go get 10 billion? I mean, 5 billion naira. Say you won't be governor, so you won't come share money. You can't share the money to everybody. Now you go announce yourself. Who are you? Who is going to announce you? That okay, the people you bought their vote, they cast the vote, and they casted the vote, and now it's in your favor. Who? But when you are not part of it, when you don't participate in their nonsense, right? Yes, they will declare themselves winner. But you see, the day that everybody will now be like, "Oh, we have had enough." Oh, you go see, say, all this winning, all this declaration, they will evaporate like that. I mean, I'm telling you, let them run their one party states. You get? Let them run the one party. Let them enjoy it. Let them, let them feel invincible, untouchable. While the rest of you use your little resources to educate the people of what these guys are doing. So that the day you are going to call out the people, it will be that day everything go hang. Or no, because some of you say you want to replace them, to to further steal from the people. That's the problem. You know people more highs. All this noise about we need to fight for our country. If we don't participate, they are going to rig themselves. They are going to let them announce themselves. But majority of you cannot do without it. That is why when you shout from this part today, APC is this, APC is that. Once they rig themselves in, the majority of you want to go and join them. You say if you can't beat them, you can join them. That is why you can never take your minds away from running and contesting election with them. There is no contest. Any election where APC they participate, there is no contest. Now only validation on how they do. You are helping them to validate the fraud because they will rig you and they will tell you to go to court. Go to court. You can't go to court, can't speak grammar like these people from Edo. And there's something about APC, Ebekebe as well. They always tell you, see, they've always been like, they will tell you what they want to do before they do them. And they will do it. See, you get, APC will tell you that we are going to, and they will do it. They will do exactly what they say they will do. The rest of you have been like, we must stop APC, we must, story. They will rig. They will declare results as they want it to be. They will tell you that go to court. Listen to this Jaguda. Gandola, the Babariga mobile banking CEO of Kano. Remember him? He don't want them for Osun State now. Osun and Oyo. I don't say when I go say it's impossible. Don't try that with us. There. They don't want you already.
For that. Our next target now in this geopolitical zone, the southwest geopolitical zone, our next target, and you know we are good in hitting the target. That is Osun State and Oyo State. We assure you, will do all what is possible to bring them into the fold so that we have political homogeneity in the southwest geopolitical zone. Thank you.
Yeah? I know that Ajogba Fida, Ajogba Trophy, Ade Jackson, Governor Ade Dancer of Osun, he has his own paid vuvuzela on social media too. Yeah? The vuvuzelas that will tell you, Osun is a no-go area. You can continue to dream. If they want to leave Osun for you, they will leave her. All it's going to take is just for Mahmoud Yakubu and his gang to announce a result. Kilemache, nothing. Le Yawere to Edo. Una no fit Christ reach Edo people. Because APC, Ebekebe, right? As it stands, they always kind of appeal to the to the greed of a lot of you, right? Even though all of them are pretty much the same in this regard, okay? Governor Ade Dancer, Ade Jackson, Ajogba Fida of Osun, okay, is meant to be better than Tifnubu's supposed cousin, Oletola. Now, Oletola, that got chased out, that was under Bokwari. And it was more or less like you poked the eyes of Tifnumbu, the Jagabanditi. Now, Tifnumbu is the president now, and is already solidifying what he believes the southern part for himself for 2027, because they don't start the race for 2027 already. Except Ade Jackson, Governor Ade Dancer. If Ade Dancer go to Abuja to go and prostrate for Koolu and say, I promise, okay, I Jesus Christ. See, I will do your. That is when you are going to have election in Osun. Oh my God, be film trick. They warn you ahead. They are already warning you ahead. And remember, the election of Osun is also off cycle, right? Now, so they go carry themselves again open a situation room for Osun. The whole result, everything is ready. They know, you know, like a 3 senatorial districts, like they did in Edo. They will say this senatorial district